Alright guys, I wanted to share with you a little bit of what's happening here as far as our new booth goes. We still have the old one, obviously, but we do have another space now as well. So we're just kind of bringing in all of our furniture and what we're going to be displaying with. So all of this stuff needs cleaned, and obviously it's not set up yet, but I kind of just wanted to show you the process of it all. So we do have, this is going to be our locked glass case. It does light up, so a lot of our like swung vases and stuff will go in there. And then this entire like table here matches the bookcases and the table that we have in our other booth. Eric found this at the Goodwill, so this works out perfectly. It's longer than the other table in our current booth, so that was a good score. So that's going to be going in here somewhere. We haven't fully figured everything out yet. We also have this wooden table back here. I'm gonna try not to break any of this glass. We will be implementing the walls, of course, with, you know, whatever. This here was in the booth before we, you know, came into it. It was for sale, and Eric just decided to take it because we figured maybe we could potentially use it. I don't know if it's staying, if we are going to use it, or if it's going to be pulled out. I personally am not a fan of it, but if we need the space to, like, you know, use it to display things on, then obviously we'll keep it. But if we're not really hurting for space to put stuff on, I would like it to go, kind of thing. And then we have this green like a Hachi table, so obviously you can't really use the bottom. Well, we could sit stuff like on the floor, obviously, but you know, it's just like a drawer table here. But I thought this would be a cute piece to display all of our like Pyrex pieces and like maybe more of like the primitive type of stuff like Crocs and, you know, things like that. So I thought that would be a perfect little piece for that, and we picked that up off of Facebook Marketplace. So just a little bit of you know, what's happening kind of thing. So stay tuned for more progress. Alright guys, so before we leave for the day, I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of where we're at, which isn't very far. But we did get the bookcases in. These will have lights, so they will be lit, won't be as dark. Figured out that this table is not gonna fit. So, but like I said, we have this exact same table over in our other booth. So, but it's smaller, so we're going to take this one and put it in our other booth and bring the smaller one over, because that one will fit back there. At least it should. So that's it for the day. Update again tomorrow. Alright, here is an update for day 2 of the new booth coming along. So we got the shelves up in the glass case, all cleaned, light on. The bookcases, we have lights on, shelves in, all cleaned. We do have other shelves to put down here, but we're not quite sure what we're putting in yet, so we don't have them, just in case we have something that's, you know, taller. So probably bring those in tomorrow once we start putting stuff in and go from there. Ignore all of our stuff sitting around. So like I said, we brought this table that was in our other booth over here because the other one was too long. So actually I'll get a clip of the long one in our other booth so you can see what that looks like. Over here we have
she hates this
this
thing.
bookcase that just needs banished.
It was left from the dealer before.
Yeah, and apparently it was left from the dealer before that, so it's like been a hand-me-down.
As soon as I can find something to replace it.
But it's the bane of my existence right now.
It'll go to the trash.
So yeah, it's not being handed down another time.
So you'll still see it 3 years from now.
No way.
Once there's stuff on it, makes it even worse.
And then obviously, this piece, I think Eric still needs to get some longer screws just to like.
Just to make sure this.
Yeah, get this piece. you know,
You don't want
in there a little bit tighter. But yeah, let's go over to the other booth so you can see the longer table. Alright, so here is where we put the long table. I think it works out pretty well because that gives us a little more space to put stuff on.
It was amazing to find that because it actually matched. We did not get this at the same time as we got theirs, but we found a piece that matched them.
Yep, at Goodwill,
no.
of all places. And then I did just put in this. Eric won this like chip stand at the auction the other day, and we're just displaying some ornaments and little pieces of jewelry on. So I think that worked out really well, and I think it looks good. I couldn't use the back. I can incorporate the back as well, so I might be doing that at some point here soon. So, but that
has like 30 clips on it.
Yeah, so that's the long table. I think it worked out really good. Alright guys, so we are on day number 3 of getting our new antique booth ready. So the first day we got in some furniture. Second day we cleaned said furniture and got it all kind of situated how we think we're gonna keep it. And then today, finally, we are starting to bring in the inventory. I don't think it will be done today necessarily, just because we're not quite sure like what all we have and you know where we're placing it. So we'll probably have to bring more stuff, I'm assuming. So we'll be back again tomorrow. So as of right now, that is how it's going. But yeah, so I gotta get out of here and start helping Eric. So stay tuned. Okay, so it's getting a little crowded in here because we have our totes sitting here. So all this stuff's gonna be going to its various new homes on the shelves. Got a whole bunch of big swung vases in here. But I did want to make mention the other day, I don't know if I showed, we had these 2 tables and this one was in this corner, but it kind of jutted out so far, and from the front of the booth you couldn't really see the back of it. I didn't like that, so I had Eric switch them around so both of them are clearly visible now. And it is a little bit dark in this area, so what we're gonna do is, because we have plenty of lamps to sell, not sell, so I have like a Gone with the Wind kind of lamp that we're gonna put on one of these tables, and then like a slide glass, like arts and crafts style lamp too. So that'll help illuminate things, and even if they sell, I have other lamps to put in. So I think that'll work with kind of brightening up everything overall, because I also kind of feel like once we start putting in like stuff on the walls, that might also darken it up a little bit too. So it's just some things I need to keep in mind about like the whole lighting situation. So Eric went to move the truck out of the way from the dock door, and we're about ready to get this stuff put away. So stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm going to try and make this quick just in case anyone's coming around and wants to peek in. But this is where we are at currently. Obviously, like I said,
we failed at filling it.
Yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow. Our glass case, we have all of our swungs in here so far, though apparently we had more tagged, but we didn't bring that tote. So and Eric rigged up this black light along the side, so all of our stuff is nice and glowy, and it
has a switch, so if we don't have glowing glass, we can just turn it off.
So, and then we just have, we're gonna put paperweights and stuff on that little kind of, what kind of shelves do you call those? Just like tiered, well I meant like tiered, whatever, tiered shelf. Then we have 2 little Fenton fairy lamps with Santa Claus's face, and then a little Mosser with the Holly Berry fairy lamp as well. Over in our bookcases, obviously, like, we need to put in so much more. I'm trying to, yeah, the lights are not very bright. I would like to kind of theme the shelves a little bit. Right now, they're not very themed. I do have a little bit of a brass shelf going and a little bit of a pottery shelf, but that's about it. Nothing on this table yet, but it will be a lamp. We brought over the blow molds from the other booth. This table is just don't even look at it yet. Stuff that needs hung and
things are a work in progress.
Yeah, and then over here, again, this is the dreaded shelf. You guys are probably tired of hearing me complain about this shelf, but it's just a mishmash right now. Just complete mishmash.
This came along nicely.
Yes, this came along really nicely. This shelving, we put most of our like Pyrex and kind of like primitive-y type things on, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I really am. And then down there, I just have like a yarn, and a little snowman pillow. But yeah, so tomorrow we will be back with more stuff. So stay tuned. All right, guys. I think we're on fourth day. I think fourth day. Of the booth. It's still coming along. We're still not finished. It's still a work in progress. Did put in a couple more new things. Did put a lamp back here on this table. Kind of helps brighten everything up. We got some artwork hung, which is nice. Our walls aren't bare anymore. Over here we also have another lamp, so again helps just brighten everything up. The bookcases, I'm still not done with them. I'm pretty happy with like my brass shelf, and I'm pretty happy with the pottery shelf, but everything else I still feel like could use some work. I don't really know exactly what I want to do with the rest of the shelves.
In there.
The glass case is coming along.
I got probably like a total of like 2.5 shelves to fill.
I'm happy with like everything in here basically so far, but we just need to figure out some more things to bring in. That just makes sense. But we do have more paperweights, so that whole shelf is full. And then we do have a couple Christmas things over here, but we want to put a couple more in this, empty area. We do have a bunch. This is like all Viking right here. With some of the long-tailed birds and the egrets, and then we could still put stuff on this shelf, and then we have both of these shelves up here still that could be put stuff on.
I actually want to get, sorry.
No, it's okay. And then this white shelf, I'm happy with the top. I made it like all Christmas. We have this really big brass deer, and then I just put in this Patience Brewster crinkles elf. So like I'm happy with the top part of this shelf, but I'm not happy with the rest of it. So I need to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of this shelf. Then we did put in a little boy sled and this large kind of crock jug. And like I said the last time, I'm happy with this particular shelf. I think it all worked out well. And then I did just add this set of like primitive looking tin ornaments. So that's pretty much the update for day 4. So we'll be back again tomorrow with some more stuff, so stay tuned. Alright guys, I want to make this as quick as possible because there's a lot of shoppers here because it's Saturday. Eric and I put in these really large Annalise. The shelf is pretty well all the same. Finally got this shelf all full for the time being, so we'll see how, we still need to get this hung, but we did put in this large Roseville vase, and I did get the bookshelf.
I got a whole row of
kind
these
of
guys if you want to move them all in across here.
What, the
Pepsi guys.
Well, we don't have to right now, so we don't have the other ones with us.
I know, I said I can when we come next time.
Yeah. So there's that. Let me get a clip of the glass case real quick. We did end up selling the snail and the really large canister jar the other day, so we replaced it with this juice dispenser. And we also sold the blown glass fish tree, so we have an empty space there.
I didn't bring a replacement.
Yeah, no. Okay. We put in like this little toy gun, little Rosbro snowman, and then we started to do like a little bit of a Holt Howard deal up here, but we still have an empty space here. So we're still, you know, trying to get it all under control, but that is where we're at as of now.